this exit bill, tens of billions of pounds, can't you be our friend on the inside of the EU27 and stop this unfair bill?
I am your friend, and you're always welcome to Ireland. You know that. Except when you sign on for contracts, you commit yourself to participation.
Tens of billions?
And obviously, the extent of that level of money will be determined. Mr. Barnier is the lead negotiator for the European Union, and obviously Britain will have a say. But in that, no more than any other problem, will have to be faced and will have to be dealt with, and will be dealt with. Well, the negotiations haven't actually started yet. Clearly, we have a seamless border between the Republic and Northern Ireland. The political agreement is that will continue. The political challenge is to make it continue. And that's my starting point. Clearly, the language on both sides here will change in terms of its rhetoric from time to time. But I think we have to have a sense of realism. And the starting point from the British Prime Minister in talking about the future relationship with the European Union is that relationship would be as close as possible. And that's another political challenge. Clearly, if when the UK removes itself from the single market and has a different association with the customs union, this changes the political situation. So these are political challenges, and clearly the language around that will change from time to time. On the EU side, Michel Barnier and all the leaders, including the presidents and the leaders of the countries, clearly understand the particular set of circumstances that we have, which is a peace process backed by an internationally legally binding agreement and backed by peace funds by the European Union. Minister for European Affairs Murphy, who's here, is already chairing a particular Brexit committee from the EPP, which includes all of the principles of that. So these are, if you like, these are discussions and comments that are being made in advance of Article 50 being triggered and in advance of the actual negotiations commencing.
Will you be meeting Theresa May this afternoon?
Yes, when I spoke to the Prime Minister on Sunday, we agreed that it would be very important that the politicians elected in Northern Ireland would accept their responsibility, would have the Assembly meet and would put together an executive that will function effectively in the interests of the common objectives of the people of Northern Ireland, irrespective of the political makeup of what that executive might be. So I will meet with the Prime Minister today. We agreed on that, and we spoke about the future relationship of our two countries and the political challenge that faces us in respect of the border. So I'll have a conversation with her later this evening.